Dang, I think I got COVID. So yesterday, great day at the office. I was getting a lot of work done. I actually filmed that CD1 video and edited it. Feeling good all day long. And then when I get home in the evening, all of a sudden I got like a 38-degree fever, which means that this morning or afternoon now, I gotta go do a COVID test. Something that I have been dreading for a long time, because the last time I got a COVID test here in Seinäjoki, they were vicious. It was like not just one, but both nostrils, and just like digging it deep into your brain. And yeah, not looking forward to the test, and I'm also not looking forward to if I actually have COVID, because, well, A, it sucks to be sick, but B, quarantine for 10 days. No fun. Just got back to Finland. I want to be out and about, loving life, getting adjusted to life here, but might look like 2022 is going to start a little bit different than expected. Eyes are watering. That was burning sensations. All right, that's that. Test's been done, and now we just gotta wait at home for the results to come. Vera did her test already yesterday because she started feeling a bit sick the day before me already. So interested to see what her results are and then what my results are. Are we both positive or what? Second light on. So yeah, just got the message. I have COVID-19. They wrote to me, näytteesi todetaan COVID-19 koronavirusta, olemme sinun yhteydessä, which in English means the results show that you have COVID-19 and we'll be in touch. That was on Friday, and they still haven't been in touch, but at least I got the results and know that I do have COVID-19. Don't worry though, let me just adjust this. I think my Gorilla Pod is shaking, but don't worry. We are feeling okay. Both Vera and I do have COVID-19, but our symptoms have been pretty mild. Pretty much the first day we had a high fever, but then after that it's been just like flu-like symptoms, you know, runny nose, cough, you know, the basic thing. I think the only weird symptom that we had was that on the first day when we had fevers, we'd wake up just really sweaty, our sheets, everything just wet. I literally looked at Vera's leg and I could see like beads of sweat on her legs, as if she just like got out of the shower or something, but it was just the sweat, probably from the fevers going up and down. I don't know, I'm not a doctor, I don't know all these things, but symptoms pretty mild. Even right now I'm at the office and I'm feeling okay. Again, Gorilla Pod not holding up. I feel like it's like falling over, but such is life when you're using Gorilla Pods as your tripod. But in some ways, this whole thing feels so unclimactic, you know, like for 2 years, coronavirus has been swarming all over the world and we haven't got yet. And then when we finally do get it, you're like, oh, this is not that bad. It's kind of like the flu, what we're used to getting anyways way back in the day before the times of COVID. Now, mind you, I understand our situation is very different than many other people's situation. A, we are vaccinated. I already have 3 vaccinations. Vera has 2. B, Omicron, a lot milder variant, they say, so the symptoms probably are a lot more like flu. And C, we are young. And I totally understand if you are in a risk group or you are older or you're not vaccinated, and with the previous variants, it probably has been quite scary. You know, I've heard a lot of stories where people have gotten very sick or even had family members pass away. So in no way am I downplaying the situation, but this is just my experience personally, that it's kind of like, this is not that bad. And in some ways it's kind of comedic because even our family members are messaging us like, are you okay? Is everything okay? And you're kind of like, yeah, I just have the flu symptoms. And I guess like in their mind as well, they've heard so many horror stories about COVID, meaning they expect something very bad to happen. Oh, I'm so sorry guys that this is just constantly moving. But anyways, you know, most of your friends and family as well are thinking that it's going to be very terrible for you. And so of course they're just asking you, how are you feeling? And for us, we've felt pretty good considering the circumstances. One thing I did want to address in this video, something that I noticed myself, it's that it's interesting if you had a cold or a fever or were sick with something, most people will be like, oh, I'm so sorry that you're sick, and they're very empathetic and want to send you some chicken noodle soup. But then I find with COVID, when you hear that someone has COVID, right away they're kind of like, oh, you must have deserved it, or you just have done something wrong in order to get it. And it's a lot more of a blaming and judgmental culture when it comes to COVID. And in my opinion, that's so far from the truth. You know, even for Vera and I, we've done so much things to keep ourselves safe. You know, we've both gotten vaccinated. We've tried to keep our contact with people more minimal. And if we have been in bigger groups, for example, New Year's, we were with a group of friends in Lapland, which is northern Finland, snowboarding. We asked everyone to do COVID tests beforehand, just to make sure that we are all healthy going up to Lapland. So, you know, we've done everything that we can to not get COVID, and still we got it. I honestly don't even know where we got it, because we didn't contract it from a specific person that we know also had it. I think literally it happened from being at the grocery store, or then I was at the gym. So those are the only two places that we thought that maybe we got it from. So hopefully in the future, when it comes to COVID, people wouldn't be as judgmental or blaming or pointing the fingers when someone gets COVID, like, aha, you must have broke the rules and that's why you got COVID. Instead, I hope that we could be empathetic towards others and just send people encouraging thoughts, say, hopefully you feel better, and, you know, send some chicken noodle soup to brighten up their day, because it's never fun getting sick. I don't think anyone wants to make someone who's gotten sick feel even worse. So, yeah. Let's try to be more positive than negative when it comes to COVID-19. So yeah, it looks like quarantining has become the reoccurring theme of our life. In 2021, we moved to Canada and we had to do a 14-day quarantine because we moved to Canada. And in 2022, we moved back to Finland and we get to do a 10-day quarantine here. Maybe in 2023, it'll only be 5 days. Let's hope that. But to be honest, it's actually not that bad. Last year in Canada, we had to do 14 days quarantine, and we were stuck in an apartment with none of our stuff really, because it was just a random Airbnb apartment. This time it's only 10 days. We have a beautiful home where we can be. There is a vast amount of nature and space that you can spend time in, isolating yourself, because literally there's no people around here in Finland when you're in the forest. And see, I have this amazing new office that I come to by myself. It's really easy for me to come here, not be in touch with anyone. So I think this 10-day quarantine is gonna be a lot easier. We definitely will not have to be running 10-kilometer runs inside our apartment, because that's what my wife did last time in Canada. She literally ran 10 kilometers inside a small little apartment back and forth. Now, I don't think we're gonna be running 10 kilometers while we have COVID, because we're definitely not feeling 100% yet, but you get my point. I think this quarantine is gonna be a lot more free and there's a lot more time to just enjoy. So yeah, it's not that bad. I wanted to make this video just to update you guys. Yes, I did get COVID, but we're gonna be okay. We're gonna get through this. And if any of you guys right now have COVID as well, or you have recently got COVID, hopefully you're doing okay and you're gonna get healthy again. I would love to hear from you guys. What have been your symptoms? How has it been for you? You can comment below and share your guys' feelings, experiences, thoughts, as long as we don't get into political debate. We don't want that on this channel. So yeah, let's be a little bit of a support network for each other. Let's comment below, encourage each other, because we are literally all in this together. It's kind of crazy to think. It's not often that a virus literally takes over the whole world. So yeah, this is what 2022 is starting out like. Hopefully it ends up being a great year. All right, I'm gonna go head back home and get some rest.